Hello? Jaden, you don't know me, but I know you.
Who do I have the pleasure of speaking to?
That doesn't matter at this moment in time. What does matter is your brand.
My brand? Is that a fake British accent?
Your brand matters, Jaden, don't you see?
Yeah, that's gotta be offensive.
You have the influence over millions of people online over what they watch, hear, buy, say. You control the masses.
I wouldn't call my audience of smelly 16-year-olds the masses, but...
Point being is that your formula works. So that being said, I've got one request for you to fulfill.
And what would that be?
Make it live.
Live?
Bring the quality of your work live to your audience. Whether it be Premiere software, editing, gaming, chatting, do it live. You will build an even closer community of people who want to learn deeper about the man behind the camera and in front of it. So what do you say?
Okay. Let's do it.
Excellent.
It's fine. Bro, you can't be serious.
Wait.
Hey, you winning some? Is everything okay, sir? I don't think I was given the full menu. No, that's correct. There's only milk on here. That's correct. Because he's a freshwater turtle that can't swim in a saltwater canal, right, John? That's the joke, right? Anyways, I was saying... Brian. What? The candle. What about the candle? Put your phone away, boy. Mr. Ingrata. Oh, did you boys not hear? Physical discipline's allowed back in school. Oh, yeah. That means you boys can't keep out every single exam and assignment that you have a tough time with. Yeah. Oh, Ian, can I have a few salt packets, please? No. 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 What do you mean, no? I mean, no. I think I just want black coffee. A black coffee. So what are we having today? I'll be having the sunny side sandwich. Okay, would you like that with or without? Just the crust. What? Just the crust. My name is Jaden Williams, and I'm addicted to phone alarms.
Jaden, at a very early age, developed an obsession with cell phone ringtones.
Yes! Yes! Bro, that's a fork, man. That's a fork. I know I'm not seeing this. Bro, what's going on? It's how I make my sandwich. Clearly not, because you're just using a spoon. It makes me think you're doing it on purpose. Then what would someone normally use, huh? A knife? Yes, a knife. Am I in the Twilight Zone? Hello, what can I get you for today?
I'll just have a double patty burger, fries, and a Sprite.
You want all that to be a meal?
No,
You want it all to be individual?
I don't want the meal.
No! What? I know. What did you do? What happened? You had a young life crisis.
What?
Box for this? I'm serious. Brian, your schizophrenia is acting on you. How dare you? Brian, I'm over here. You don't tell me where that gate is in 5 seconds and knocking your teeth out in front of everyone. What are you looking at? Is my shirt tucked in, man? Yeah, it's definitely there, Marshall. What's the temperature? Having me Tesla's crashing right now. I bet. Hey man, are you hot in here? You look like you're sweating. Oh no, I'm good, buddy. You sure? Oh yeah, I'm fine. Who are you? I am the director. Yeah, poor one at that. I'm trying, all right? This is an odd one. Odd one? What does he mean, odd one? Is this everything we're saying right now? Oh, there's an optional question you can answer. Oh, God. What's it called? Yo, who made this chicken? It's dry. Oh my God, it's on fire. Why didn't you do anything? You told me to watch it. What do you think I meant by that? What the heck is happening? Oh, hey Grayson, how are you? Good. What am I looking at? You know that's improper English, right? What? Saying good. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Okie dokie, artichoke. Alright, time to go, buffalo. I'm out the door, dinosaur. Oh, hang loose, mongoose. Okay, your dental crown is done. That'll be $1,500 at the door. If I don't got the money right now, can I put it on my tab? That's good. That's good. What are you doing? Open up real quick? Paper or plastic? Neither. What do you mean neither? I want a third option. Can you make it just white bread? Oh, toasted? No. No. I just want white bread. No! Oh, okay. Retract that. Retract that. Take it out. Just whoosh out of your head. We got me. Is that a black hole? Grayson, I thought you had work today. I haven't ordered my meal.
What you want? We don't got it. No, you should see this guy. Ugly as hell.
Older kids used to call me giraffe.
Freaking local.
Well, I'm allergic to peanut butter. Okay. I ain't gonna beat you up over it. Just get it done. You're not like actually done. I want $3 million. 49713 Shell Drive, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh my God! Ladies and gentlemen, how's everyone doing? We're here. We're live. I'm excited. This is part, what, 27? What does the stream say? I don't even know. 27 of Blix game development. We've gotten really far. Let me turn on a little music. Well, you know, spice it up a little bit. Sorry about that. I apologize. Oh yeah. Hold on. Just play something, please. There we go. Oh. That's good. Okay. Yeah, so we are here for Blix Dev Part 27, I believe. Am I right on that? Can someone confirm that? I've been working on, go over to our game dev shit up here. Bam. Get rid of studio mode. I don't like that. I don't even know if the game runs this second because I've been working on collision for the game. I've been working on physics for our chunks, which will then put us maybe like 3 things ahead of Minecraft. Ready? So 1, we got multi-threading. Minecraft doesn't have multi-threading. Oh, look at that. Why is it like actually working? Oh, did I get it? There, no, this is not true. I probably just have it turned off or something. Let me go over. Chunk creator. I don't think it's gonna work because I didn't even assign it a collider key. But anyways, we're trying to get the physics to work in our world here. But anyways, the 3 things, ready? 3 things, it's multi-threaded. Minecraft isn't multi-threaded. It's infinite on all 3 axes. Minecraft is only infinite on 2 axes. And we're gonna have real-time physics, unlike Minecraft. Minecraft does not do that. There's pros and cons, obviously, to all of it. We also have real-time shadows. Minecraft's baked in, which there's also pros and cons to that. But we're gonna try something. I'm gonna do game object 3D. Should we do a cube? Let's do a cube. Where's my cube? Let's put it right there. Oh. So I need to test it out. Let's put him at a rotation. And then move him over to like there. Fine. Okay, that's good. Maybe a little bit bigger as well. So we're going to try to test physics. I genuinely don't think it is going to work. Remove the box collider, I think we do. We do a shape. I'm going to add a shape collider. Oops. No. Shape collider. Fit, yeah. Apply. And then we're going to add a physics body, I think. Physics body. Dynamic. Okay. And so then I can like add it to this. Turn that on. And then do cube. Here we go. So collides with the first one and then not the second one. So that's what I was trying to fix, okay? So essentially our mesh is only colliding on the first submesh of the chunk. It's not colliding with any of the others. So the reason for that, well, to try to explain it, there's a bunch of submeshes on here. Okay, because there's so many textures that we need multiple submeshes. So that's why the physics are only working at the top there, because that represents one submesh. So what we got to do, which I was trying to do here, we essentially got this collider key. Should I like move you guys somewhere else? My camera is oh well, it doesn't really. I can like zoom out maybe a little bit for you guys. No, I can't even read that. All right, well, you guys don't even have to see it all perfectly anyways. But I'm trying to add this like collider key thing. isn't really doing what I want it to. Should I? I want to let you guys see it a bit. Can I do this? Can I move this here? Oh, you guys see that though. Okay, here we go. Let me grab webcam 2. Webcam. No, I'm just not gonna mess with it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not gonna make a big deal out of it. Okay, so we have this collider key thing that I have been trying my butt off to figure out. There's like docs on mine that they're just not well. There's just not much documentation online. Can't find anything on it. But we do a key entity pair. So essentially what we got to do is the first submesh 0, holds all the vertices physics data that the rest of the submeshes need. So essentially we need to make it that the physics colliders point, the submesh physics colliders point to the submesh 0. So they retrieve this, they use the same data. So what I think I might need to do, which I think I kind of do here. Oh, no freaking wonder doesn't work. It's because we're not calling it. That's why. Create child chunks. Were we? Oh, we weren't even creating child entities at all. Jeez. RMD, RMA, and then I'm going to throw in this key pair. I guess we had like no children. That's funny. That's really funny. If that was the case. Because we aren't calling it anywhere. Did that really have no children? That's odd. Okay. So this shouldn't work. I think it's gonna like give us an error. This is like not gonna load our world. Yeah. So we get this thing access invalidated by a structural change. So where does this occur? It happens at 190. Attempted to access buffer, which has been invalidated by a structural change. Okay, that shouldn't be happening though. Prior to, I get rid of that unsafe void. What breaks that? Okay. Well, I assume that this is this. We can set it as that. So we got the parent collider pointer right here, which is from our entity. And then what I want to say is like, hey, so let's see here. The sub key bits, I think it's supposed to be like the parent collider. I think I know what it is. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like right above it, and we're gonna do var key bit, I don't know, equals, we're gonna grab our em.get component data, physics collider, I think this one will have it, of the CEE of our child entity dot collider pointer dot num collider key bits. I don't know. I need to look up the thing again. Num sub key bits. Num sub key bits and then sub key. So maybe is it just supposed to be this is where it gets confusing, and I can't find the documentation online like properly. If I go like desktop for you guys, go right here. I look up here, let me grab the physics collider key entity pair. I looked this up that's 0.5. We don't want that. This is 1.0. It just really doesn't have much. I mean, this is more of just the like the API itself. It's not really showing you how to utilize it. So, yeah, that tells us nothing. There is a collider. This might possibly. An opaque key which packs a path to a specific leaf of a collider hierarchy into a single integer. But then it like proceeds to not show you how to do that properly. Extract a subkey from the front of the path. Num subkeys is the maximum number of bits required. Store any value for the subkey. Returns false if the key is empty. Push subkey. Append a subkey to the front of the path. Collider key. Plus a cast that converts the given unit to a collider key. I kind of want to like create a collider key. Initialize a physics collider key. And see, this is the exact question I have. The exact one. This guy has the exact same question. We don't know how to do this collider key. Which makes me almost like want to like write it myself as well. Is it? Compound collider these. Yeah, I'm having real trouble. And I'm pretty sure I could technically ask like ChatGPT or something. see if it can help me. Let's see. In Unity ECS, how do I create a collider key? Let's see if it is able to figure that out at all. Bruh. Yeah, it has no idea. Yeah, it doesn't know what a collider key is. It doesn't know. It doesn't know. Okay. Yeah, because it's like what, from 2021 data? I'm pretty sure. Initialize a physics. Let's see if this is the exact same question. I think this guy wrote the exact same question twice. Why not use Collider 2? What are you talking about? Why would this is a 3D game, and we're doing it in ECS, so like that wouldn't work at all. Applying mesh colliders without authoring/baking. Let me write this in quotations so it knows I want that. I mean, there really isn't much on it. Like, truly, I think it's just because it's a little bit complicated. Name, it's gonna be like the exact same thing. It's gonna be showing me just the API. Oh, more results. Can I just look up? Let me do that.
Is this really like the only thing on the on Stack Overflow that has this? I mean, that's crazy. You have a collider? Yes. Yeah. These aren't game objects. This is a little bit more. This is Unity ECS. Everything is entities. They're not game objects. So I have to do everything through code, and it's called a physics collider. And also, even if I didn't, it would tell me. We're having trouble with this. I don't know what the collider key. I don't know how to create a collider key. Let me go back to game dev. You probably can't see it. Yeah, there's like this collider key we're supposed to make. So let me try something new. Let me do this. Var col key equals new collider key. Wonder what would happen. I guess it's because I'm not assigning it, so that's why it crashes. Do you play Valorant? I don't, Aiden. Unity ECS still not as widely used. Yeah, it's a very. I mean, I think they're so they left experimental, but they're not in. What's the word? They're not. It's not production ready. But I'm so excited. I'm happy that I'm getting ahead of the ball. Like, getting ahead of the game. Physics collider creator 190. Okay, so it's having trouble with this. Num key collider. I mean, is there like a way I can do like set? What's this? Set collision response. I just want to see what this is. Dot collide. I mean, I don't know what the collider key is. We could do this. Okay. So, key bit. Let me try something. So we have the parent collider key. Collider pointer, excuse me. Let's do child collider pointer. We got that, and then let me also refer to this as pointer. Okay. So the child collider pointer is just going to be this. We're going to really do this step by step. We're going to see if that gets through that. Half of Unity features are experimental, and the other half are very true. They're that's because I guess because they're growing at a very fast pace right now. So we'll have to see. Okay, so let's see where the error is now. It's so 194. Okay, that's good then. So we have a child collider pointer. I think just for my sake, so I can understand it better. I'm gonna do a debug.log, and I want to print the child. Do like value. I'm just gonna print that. I'm gonna see what that prints because I want to know. Okay, let me convert this to collider. Oh, let's make it compound. Compound collider. And then child. Oh, you know what? Children don't. I wonder what that's gonna give me. So let me do this real quick. I want to figure this out. So I'm going to say parent collider pointer equals that. And then I'm going to just copy this, slap it right there. I'm going to say child. And then honestly, we're going to do this as well. Child I. Child J, excuse me. It's a J. When does a new video come out? I'm filming one today, so I'm excited. Very excited. Unusual Events is being filmed today, folks. It will probably not be out today. Okay, so let's say I just want to see what the logs tell me. Get logs. Where did it fail? Oh, it failed on here because not set to an instance of an object. Can I just do this? I guess you can't just, like, can I do to string? There we go. I don't think this even, I didn't think that makes sense as a line of code. I don't know what Delphi is. Are you using Delphi or Python? Neither. This is C#. I have no clue what Delphi is. Oh, whole project just crashed. I did not like that walk thing, which I think makes sense. Okay, so when do you think your game will be finished? Years to go. Years to go. General purpose? Yeah, I've never heard of that. That is a very specific language to guess. I have never heard of that. We could do maybe like, we could even try like collider key.empty or something. I don't know. Okay, well, what I saw online, let me check something. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna do parent bit, and then I'm just gonna do var. And it's parent collider pointer to non-collider keys. I don't even think that's how you're supposed to do it. Let me go back to the documentation. Let's see here. GitHub search. Okay, so they're doing child collider key num bits equals child collider pointer 2. Then where? Okay, let's try something. We may not even need that. I don't even know. Let's get rid of all that too. So let me test something. So what they're doing is they're doing var child collider bits equals child collider pointer equals root collider pointer. Well, what's root collider? Root collider pointer at the root of a collider hierarchy. So I'm assuming the parent collider. It's also saying it's not even wanting it as a compound collider. Let's just have it be a collider then. Well, what's this supposed to be? How about that? Just write it as it's supposed. Ooh. Scope with the 10. I wish I knew what that was. Thank you. Hey Jaden. It's cool to see the person making the funny shorts is still a person like me doing relatable things. Like struggle to come up with programming solutions. Feeling gets lost on. Yeah, right? Sorry guys. You guys should have told me. I didn't know we weren't up on the thing. Thank you so much, Scope. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You know, I went to your website, you know assembly? That's sick. Yeah, I know. I took like a class for it. Not professional, like not proficient in it, but nonetheless. So what they're doing, let me try this. So I'm gonna do em.get component data, physics collider dot collider pointer. Well, actually, they're saying the root at the root of a collider hierarchy. Give the root collider of a hierarchy and collider key referencing a child in that hierarchy. Given the root hierarchy of a collider and a collider key referencing a child in that hierarchy, this function returns the collider key referencing the parent collider. Try and get parent collider key. And push subkeys onto it as we traverse down the compound hierarchy. This is insane. Given the root collider of a hierarchy and a collider key referencing a child in the hierarchy, this function returns the child collider request. I really like, you know what would be nice if I could just do this? If I could literally do like, let me do a em.set component data and child entity new physics collider, initialize members, new collider. I wish I could just do this. Could I do this? Can I just toss it? Physics collider. I do physics collider PC we'll go up here and say get em.get component data. Physics collider. So get rid of that. Get rid of that. Well, I guess we'll leave that there for the time being. But like, what would happen there? Would that possibly just work? Michael, welcome to the executive. Welcome, welcome. Executive stats acquired. Nice. Yeah, you guys got those. Unity crashed earlier, so that would have been a perfect time to use the Unity crash. ChatGPT is pretty far away from replacing programmers. JN. It's good. It's really exciting. Okay, let's get rid of that. Forget that. Forget that noise. We don't need that. Let's just see what this does. Jaden is a man of focus, commitment, and sheer will. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate you. Okay. Great. So what I'm doing here is I'm kind of just assigning the parent physics collider to the children physics colliders. We're gonna see what that does. I really don't know like how that will be treated, but we can test it, right? Where is this? How do I make it show entity 5642? Five, 6, 4, 2. There it is. Okay. Bam. So like, do these have physics collider? And then the top one has children, but key entity pair, add buffer. I just want to tell it. I don't. Let's just see how these work. Physics collider. We literally, I assume this isn't going to work, quite honestly. So let's test this. I'm gonna set it just like boop, like that. Go up a little bit. We're gonna get rid of the box collider on it. We're gonna replace it with a physics body and a shape. Physics shape. Apply. I think it's set. And then we're gonna turn on the layers. It's on there, and I assume it falls right through. So, I assume it got stuck on another mesh that's the same. Okay. So it adds the buffer. I wish I could just do like this. Like, I don't know the key. So I wonder if there's like a physics collider dot. I wish that could work, right? But also it says something. It says it's like, it doesn't like that it's like a structural change or something. Love your content. I view it all once. Thank you. So, are you building Minecraft Cliffs update? Yes, exactly. Just come for the lo-fi, KDJ. You are doing great. Thank you, Quinn. Thank you, thank you. I also just come for the lo-fi. I'm really not even coding. Okay, so it keeps saying it's been invalidated by structural change. Let me look this up. Invalidated by structural change. Adding multiple points. Write it to an ECB, then play it back. Adding to the buffer is not causing it. Okay, so I think we might have to create. Let me do it through ECB. So we're gonna go back here and do var ECB equals all that. And then can we do ECB dot
computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Jaden, raw. Hello. Here you go. Physics collider. Key entity parent. To this is what's so weird. Can I do add adding multiple items to a dynamic causes structural changes. Um think what we could do maybe is like, I think we might be able to do this. We might be able to do key entity pair equals em dot get buffer physics collider entity pair entity, and then I think we can actually just eliminate that completely. Var, there you go. And then that adds it. Could pass. Ooh, you know what? No, but we need to. This one we do. We need to pass it as a reference. And we just say, yeah, okay, that might work. That might work. Because then it's gonna update it. Yeah, because now it's a reference, so I think that will update it. We'll see. But we also aren't adding the collider key. I just want to see if this fixes it. It does seem like maybe it changed it. 57. We don't need this, so don't worry about that. I just threw an error on that. We don't need that anymore. Really, guys? Okay, let's see. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. Viz error. Visor error. Okay, that's a good sign. That's actually a really good sign. Though, like I said, we're not making the collider key, but that might, like, I don't know, manually be done. So let me go in here. Okay, good news is that they all. Okay, so folks, we're gonna see something. This is really exciting. So for people who have been watching or tuning in, we've been doing this for 48 minutes. We're gonna see if our chunk now has proper physics. There's like a bunch of submeshes on it, and so I've been needing to do this thing where like all these submeshes take the colliders from the first submesh. And so we're gonna see if I got that working. What is this? This is 5.6. This is chunk 5,642. Let's go find that real quick in the hierarchy. 5.642. Okay, I found it. And we're gonna add a little, maybe, what shape should we do? A cube or a ball? Let's just do a ball. A sphere, excuse me. Gotta be more correct. Okay. So we got our ball here. We're going to remove its collider and then add a physics shape, which is a sphere. Apply, and then add a physics body to it. There we go. And here we go, folks. The moment of truth. I'd like to be optimistic. So here we go. Okay, so it hits there. Oh, and it still falls through. Still falls through. Now, why would that be? Because it has the child entities on it. 564. 5648. 5647. 5645. 5643. So it's got the physics collider key entity pairs now, but the keys are non-existent. Which that was the thing that I was concerned about. Let me grab our ball again. Set it back to where it was before. Can you take it out of there? How do I make it a non? Do I put in there and do this? Ooh. No, don't do that. And I deleted it. Okay, well. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So it knows the collider key entity. It has them. It's got the physics collider key entity pairs. Does the children, do they need something specific? Serialized hash 0. And for the physics collider here, it also has a serialized hash. Does this have a physics? Does it need a physics collider? I don't even know if it really needs. Does this not need one? Let me do that. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does. I have a debugging scene that helps me like test the physics. I have like a debug world. Where's all my stuff? It's gone. Oh, there it is. Haha. Okay, so this is like two objects connected. And so I'm doing this through the editor, so it's a little different. But let me see how this works. So on theirs, can I just, how do I view it? Oh, I guess I can run it. Well, I want to view it as an entity. So let me view it as an entity. Please God. Please. There we go. Okay, so the cylinder, it's got a, it doesn't look like it has a key, but I assume it does. Let me see if it has the same serialized hash. So let me go to cylinder 1. I'm on the child cylinder right now. It doesn't even have a physics collider, so I'll need to remember that. So do not add a physics collider, Jaden. Okay, let me just like double check. Yeah, literally, it doesn't even like, there is not even anything physics related on the child. Nothing. Okay. Cylinder. Whoops. It has physics, mass, all that, world index. We don't care about that. So the parent has physics items. So the collider and the collider key. Okay, let me see what happens if we just get rid of that physics collider that we just did. Hey man, I love your content since I found the glitchy chair video and have stuck around since. It's so cool to see you doing stuff like this. Thank you. Yeah, we have a new, I'm going to be filming in just a bit another Grayson and Ron visual events video. I've been working on like the visual effects for it for a couple weeks. You can find it on my like some screenshots on my community tab thing. So I got rid of the physics collider on the children, which may have been like overriding something possibly. I'm gonna add it to the entity. Why do you care? Where's it asking for it? 1 and 2. Second. And okay, we don't care about that. We don't care. Yeah, this isn't even, that's like redundant now, isn't it? Yeah. For now at least. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. So it didn't need a physics collider. What's your guys' favorite video of mine? I'd love to know. Would love to know, would love to know. Okay. For people tuning in, we're trying to get the physics to work properly on our chunks voxel. voxel chains. Maybe this gauge will work. Okay, so again, let's test this out. Let's go right here. I think it's 5642, right? Yes, I memorized it. Haha, look at me. Okay, so we got right here. It's got the physics it's got, so the main mesh, the submesh 0 knows about submesh 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4, 8, 4, 7, 4, 5, 4, 3, 4, 8, 4, 7, 4, 5, 4, 3. That's right. We're gonna create a new 3D. We'll do a cube again. Do a big old cube, right? Put it right there. And we're gonna get rid of the box collider. Add a physics body. Add a shape of a box. And here we go. You ready, folks? Let's do it. Oh! That time it didn't even work at all. Why would that be? That's interesting. Oh, it's almost like the child. Well, you have one up here. Interesting. You have a physics collider on you. Can we turn up the dampening? He's like, the box is flying like so fast right now. Let me add a dampener. Or linear damp. Here, let's do this. 0.5. Is he here? There he is. He's right there. Okay, let's try this again. I added dampening. So we'll go a lot slower. Okay. So can I like freeze him or no? Will it let me? I mean, he does have everything, right? It's not like Clyde, dynamic. So the supervisor with the $5, Absolute Gamer Chad, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Physics collider. Maybe it also needs to add itself. We could try that. Let's do that. Let's do... So it gets the buffer, and then it adds the child entity. So like here, let's do this. Let's add the entity as itself. Like let's make itself also a collider. That might be a slight fix to the, because let me go back to debugging real quick. Save. Just see what I'm just gonna run this. And I'm going to, where am I? Hello? Go right there, please, please, please. Okay, can we just, okay, there we go. So, I wonder if this has like itself as a parent thing. So So one's called cylinder and one's called cylinder 1. Yeah, I think it does reference itself, so that's what we were missing there. So it needs to scan itself as well. But then, just to be clear, the cylinder 1. I mean, it really, yeah, it doesn't have anything related to physics on it. It does have a simulate tag. Could that be why? Because this does up here, doesn't it? We have a simulate. Okay, so the child does have a simulate. Oh, that could actually be why. So it might be em.addComponent simulate. Let's see if that's what our problem's been. Wouldn't that be awesome if, like, that's what we've been missing? Supervisor with the $10. Hey, he caught it. Keep up the mad coding, brother. Thank you so much, Supervisor. I prefer you to become a member. I think, what is it, $5? You can get emotes and stuff. For any of you guys can become a member. I always prefer people to just, like, become a member instead, so at least they get something out of it as well. I mean, besides just supporting me, which I do appreciate. Okay, so we did give the children the simulation tag. So they all have a simulate tag now. That could have been what they were missing for sure. I mean, definitely. They were missing that. So that could be part of the problem. Okay, so let's go back over to this right here. Whoops. Okay, so let me look at the children. 5642, right? 5642. Let me look at these children. They have a simulate tag, which is good. So this might make a major difference. We'll see. You got to be optimistic, right? We're going to do create 3D cube. Are you guys ready? You guys think this is going to work? Are we going to have collision? I want to hear it in the chat. I want to see it. I want to see it. We're going to get collision. This is going to be it. Okay, right there. We're going to get rid of the box collider tag. We're going to add a shape collider. We're going to add a body, physics body. All right, you guys ready? God, please. That would be so nice. It'd be nice if it would. Okay, here we go. So again, we know there's collision on the first mesh, so it might be fine on the first submesh. But here we go. Turn that on. Oh, still no. That's so strange. Let me make sure. I wonder why. Custom terms. What is that? Okay, apply. Oh, that may have actually. Hold on, let's just test something. No, that's a shame. Dynamic box. Let's click the submesh. It's got like simulate physics collider. That's what's so strange. It's like all here. And I believe now it includes itself. 56422. 56422. Yeah, it's there. So it's including itself in. Dang. We get and add it. And we add it as a reference as well. System render chunk. This is where we would calculate it. Create MVB. So this would be all the vertices, right? All the vertices. MVB, comma. would it be like? I wonder if my for loop is correct. My for loop could be wrong as well. Let's just do this real quick, triple tries. Is there anything else? Collision filter. New collision filter. What's it now? Compute constant value. You can see if that fixed anything. What I'm going on here is to becoming a member's worth it. Thank you, Michael. It's very kind of you. Very kind. Could be the collision filter that we had removed. I mean, it definitely would be a lot of things, but okay. 5, 6, 4, 2. You all have the simulate tag, which is good. You know, my one thing actually though is if we go to chunk creator, we do add simulate up there. Okay. Before everything else. 3D object. Let's do a sphere again. How strange. We're just getting like no collision. I think it's going like so fast that like can't keep up. Boop. Just bring the dampening. Let's dampen it if we can. Can I just do 1? What would that do? People who are wondering what we're doing, we're trying to get collision to work on our chunks here. It's so strange because all the elements exist, and it's got a physics collider on it. How strange. Physics world index 0. What's the physics world index? It's also 0. How strange. Okay, let's go back to debugging. Save. Oh, did we have like a sphere on my thing? What was that? Debugging. Oh, sandbox. Let's get rid of that. We don't need that. Get it out of here. I don't want it. There we go. Name. Oh, I see. Let's get rid of that. Debugging. Okay. I'm gonna run this. Pickable object. No, that's cool. World render balance, child. Entity guide. Mesh info. Physics collider. It's got the physics collider key. It's interesting how it does have 4, which is interesting. It has it twice for some odd reason. I don't know why that would be. It's got 95.7, 95.7, cylinder 1, cylinder 1. It's got cylinder 1, cylinder 1. It does them twice over. Why would that be? Why would you be adding it twice? And then, like I said before, the child doesn't really have any physics tags besides the simulate tag. For instance, propagate local to world. We're good there. Wait, so are you going through all the generate blocks and giving them a rigid body? I can barely see the code. Heck no. For one, that's a great question, Forbidden. We're these are entities, so we're not even dealing with rigid bodies. We're dealing with like a completely different set of like components. Like they're called like physics colliders. They're not even like mesh collider or anything. But it's really interesting. Entities ECS is like really cool. It allows us to calculate functions, just things in real time through multi-threading on separate threads. Fun stuff. Physics velocity. We don't need that though. Let me take it out and then see what we did again. Physics shape. Physics body. And then we drag it into the entities again. And bam, there it is. Don't fall off. It does, I will say, it has it twice in the buffer. So I don't know what that would mean. Oh wait, what? No, that's a bug. It's gotta be a bug. No, this is a bug. It's saying the collider key entity pair it has none. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's just not true. That's not true. You don't have it saying there's no buffers? Oh, it's like broken now. Oh, the physics shape does, Did we do that before? So if we add a physics collider to this, oh, that is right. We had to add, oh, you know what? That's very true. We had to add a physics shape to this. Is there anything, maybe it'll tell us down here. Entity baking preview. Okay, so it gets the simulate tag, which I think is the only one that's physics. Let me go through these. Editor, graphics, calling, render filter. Simulate seems to be the only tag on here. How would that be possible? Transform scale. Let me go to the physics docs real quick. Physics collider. So we want to do dynamic by other components physics step. Physics collider baked data. I wish we could look at this. Additional entity parent. What even is this? Converted scene entities. Okay, so the parent gets a bunch of stuff. It gets physics collider, key entity pair, damping. I don't think we really care about that. I don't know what per instance calling is. It does get an auth. I will say the child gets an authoring physics collider baked data. It's when you remove the child that goes away. So physics authoring, physics collider baked data. Physics collider baked data. Interesting. So I don't even think I can add that. I don't think this is how that works. Add component. Physics collider. Yeah, let me just do like baked. Yeah. Holding a workshop by it. Is there anything we can do with these simulate? So if I do like, for one, let me do this like down here, like after this. See if that helps at all. And I also want to do get component data. Simulate. child entity. Can not really do much. Okay. All right. Well, we're setting it after everything now, which is a lot better. Because I think that may have been a problem before. I mean, honestly, so like if we were not to do that, if we were gonna go to interacting with physics, no, interacting with bodies, starting from a prefab. Create command buffer. Create bodies from scratch. I doubt this will have anything to do with like child bodies though. Config sphere prefab. That's to instantiate it. Oh, turbo, hello. Yeah, this is having a little bit of hiccup as always, right? Trying to essentially combine all my submeshes and let them all use the same physics collider. Yeah, let's go back to the main menu again. Just run the game. We were getting make sure we got physics collider, all that. Good. Let's create the server. Yeah, I'm having trouble understanding how to create a collider key. And there's like no documentation online. Trying to figure that out. Yeah, the child entities. It's been a ride. Child physics out of context is not good. Okay. So we got all of our entities have a simulate. They got our parents have a physics collider key entity pair. They include themselves. They have a physics body. They got a physics step. Where is physics collider, I mean, because this is in, they're all entities. Okay, let's do a game object, 3D, we'll do a sphere. Having a child entity with physics won't work. Having a child entity, yeah, no, there's no physics body, there's no physics on the child. I just mean trying to make, look, let me show you first. How about that? Because all these chunks are made out of submeshes, and so I put a GIF in your Discord that shows it really well. It only will like work on like the top one, which is like submesh 0, and then none of the others. Let me do this. Add component, physics body. that's it. I'll just throw this. I'll throw this in here. Bam. And then yeah, I've been having trouble because like I accidentally trying to figure out where I went wrong. Because now it doesn't even collide with the first mesh either. It's weird. It's very weird. It's like, so the children don't have anything. I set up a physics collider key entity pair. So it's like the parent knows about all the child entities. It's very strange. Very strange indeed. I do it right here. You can't even see anything. Yeah, I was working on this. I'm gonna get rid of that collide with. I actually didn't even do the filter before, so I'm gonna remove that. Entity physics collider. So the parent entity is the only one with the physics collider. Yeah, I've just been trying to get this to work. Programming is professional stressing. Yes. Yes, indeed. Okay, why do we have a sphere in here? Like, where are you in the scene? You're not even in the scene. Where was that? Was that like in... I guess that was like, I don't know, sandbox ending. Women, life, freedom. Okay. Couldn't have said it better myself. And they all have a simulate tag, which I discovered is what they need as well. Physics step. I could maybe, let me try to regenerate everything actually. Let me see something. Okay, so everything's regenerated. Take a look at how this goes. Remove the box collider, add a physics shape. Body. Have it on the top one. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, we have liftoff. Oh my god. It worked. It worked. Oh my lord. Folks, we have physics in our voxel world. So what did I, and this is when I had to figure out. Dubs in the chat. I'm so happy Turbo got to witness that. He's like, man, maybe he's not as stupid as I thought he was. Okay. You're so freaking brilliant. I love your videos so much. And then I'm like, man, every single time you join, I'm like just complaining about something that I can't figure out. But I guess that's literally like, I guess what you do is you only show like what you know, right? And then you don't show you like being like, what the hell? What do they mean by this? What do they mean by freaking entity and query index or something? But that's cool, man. Glad we got that figured out. So what I did, what was it exactly? That's now I have to figure out. Oh man. So we had to simulate there. Watch, I'm gonna click this. That's all good. What was it? It may have just been for like the last couple tries. It may have just been it may have been the box itself. I mean, there was definitely things I had to fix, no doubt. Like the children entities didn't have simulate tags. We had to figure out the whole physics collider key entity pair thing. But maybe like this last try, maybe there was like a mistake with the box collider when I ran it or something. How cool, guys. Oh my god. Also, Turbo, are you still here? Maybe here. I was looking at your post in Discord. What was the fix? Yeah, I'm trying to determine that. But I saw there was a tag for grabbing the entity. Like, let me go to my debugging world real quick. My debugging scene. Turn these on. And it's almost like you can add a tag that lets you grab the entities. It's, here, how about this? Let's run it. And then there's a, I need to see it as, where is it? I know I saw it. I'm not crazy. There's like, is it editor? I could have sworn there was like an interactive tag. Somehow. How did I do it? Does this let me? It essentially lets you add, for the editor that you can grab the entities. Yeah, I feel like for physics there are a bunch of little things that are required that isn't super clear. Yeah, oh my god. I mean, you look up physics collider key entity pair, which is like the way you connect the children entities to the parent entity. Because my parent entity holds all the vertices. And then like the children use the triangles and vertices from said parent. Well, I shouldn't say that. They all each have their own triangles and stuff, but for the physics collider, the parent entity holds all that data, and so the child entities are supposed to read from that. So I had to figure out how that worked, and that's the physics collider key entity pair. It's a buffer that all the parents hold a buffer of all their children. So yeah, we'll probably like freaking remove it by the next version. They're like, yeah, we realized how stupid that was. Just use the child tag instead. The child tag. It just, we made it automatically detect it now, so no worries about doing any of that anymore. I'm always, you know what? I had a freaking great idea for a video for you. When to determine when to stop updating certain packages. For instance, like ECS. Like, when should I, or the person, the studio, or whomever, stop concerning themselves about keeping up with the latest version? I thought that would be a great, almost like a not philosophical question, but just a like, when should I stop and like remain at that version? Probably when it's like at least production ready, right? Because right now it's not experimental, but it's not in its production phase yet, I'm pretty sure. So So maybe when it reaches that at the minimum. Or I guess once you realize how many features, like if you're good with all the features and all that, then maybe so. Be an interesting one. Do we have, I don't think text mesh. I was learning about skin meshing. That's something that's very like sketchy right now. Skinned mesh rendering. But are text meshes supported? I don't think they are. There might be like, I don't know, third, like someone made them themselves through some GitHub repo, but oh well. Scene section. I was trying to find this entity guide. It's like a tag. It lets you almost like grab the entities. Like how I can right now. Oh god, don't do that here. Like I can like grab the entities right this moment. Oh lord. Goodbye. Oh god. Jaden. Please. On a nature walk with my friends, they took shrooms, and I feel like I'm in one of your skits right now. Well, I'll do it. Oh god, now there's two. Oh god. Oh god. Don't save, just... There we go. Good lord. Walking and watching a coding stream is dedication, yeah, absolutely. That's something I strive for. Oh, here we go. Editor, it's the editor render data, and then it almost like assigns the object itself, but it probably, I don't know, we'll have to see. Editor render data. Editor render data tag has like a value as a variable for a pickable object, and it like assigns the mesh itself. So I wonder if that would let you... I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna break my entire game just to test it. So like if I go to chunk creator, let's try something. Let's just add a... It might be a authoring thing, so let's just see if this is even allowed. Editor. Let's just do this render. Because I think, what's that called? It's like a... It's not actually a tag. Programmer by not. Yeah, that's Danny. I'm kidding. Turbo is he went to the Unity. Where did you I saw that video where you like literally built a essentially like a simulation, but on you were using like Unreal but used dots as like the servers. I should just do live streams where I watch Turbo's videos. That's it.
Hello.
Okay. That's cool. I got invited to CES and then like just the deal didn't go through. I think someone, it was BMW, they reached out. They're like, hey, you want to go to CES? And like, for how much? They're like, as cheap as you can be. Turbo watch along. Yeah, yeah. That was cool. That was really cool. So was that like in partnership with Unity or something? That's fascinating. GDC. What's GDC? Game Developer Conference. Where's it gonna be at? San Francisco, March 20th and 24th. That'd be fun. Those with the company house contract. Gotcha. Okay. Unity's taking you places though. Didn't they take you to the Unity conference? I believe. That's amazing. I think that's okay. Regardless, that was cool that you get to go. Okay, so can't add that tag. I thought I could. That's like an editor thing. Editor render data. Well, like, how would I go about adding this then? Is there not like an editor? There should probably no editor tag. What would it be? Well, it would definitely be under like entities. Love your shorts, great acting and humor. Love watching those videos, especially in boring days here in the future. Thank you, Submesh. Appreciate you. Well, how about I do this? Let me just do unity dot entities dot maybe dot editor. Oh well, not really necessary. How freaking cool, guys. When did you start development on Blix? Blix has been an idea that I've had for quite some time. And it's taken me quite some time as well. I started the idea for it several years back. But within like the last 6 months or so, well, it's been a year since I've restarted development. I've restarted the development of it like 3 or 4 times over. So yeah, it's been a lot of work, mainly just because I've been obviously learning more about game development, just software development in general. Now I have my degree. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do again game object 3D. Let's do a cube. Move that. Add physics body. Add physics shape. Oh no, shape. I'm so excited. So like after this, we're probably gonna take a break because this was successful. Great successful stream, right? We'll go like, go, because I kind of want to get like a cool GIF for everything. Okay, let me get my GIF recorder now. Documents.
Every core computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Go on. Look again! It stopped working! Oh no, I recorded a failure. Did you see that? Okay. So there must be something that I modified. Oh no. Get rid of that. Get out of here. Let's run it again. Oh my god, freaking. Now we got a freaking falling cube in the main menu. I almost question like. Let me just see. Okay, I have an idea. Is that cube still here, possibly? No. Okay, we're gonna try something. Okay, here we go. Game object, 3D cube. Scale that sucker up. There we go. Bring him right there. Beautiful. So again, it's on the it's on the first submesh. Submesh 0. Okay, we're gonna do shape. We're gonna do body, physics body. Remove the box collider. Fit, so that's all set. We're gonna try to run it. Look at that, it's so strange. That's really interesting. So look how at that time, I'm really starting to wonder if it's maybe just like how I'm doing this on here. Let me shrink it a bit. Okay. Fit, apply. How interesting. We didn't even like manipulate anything there. Let me click this. I'm gonna try something. Synchronized collision world. Let me flip that tool real quick. See what that does. Interesting. Let's do it at an angle, yeah? I just want to see. Just want to play around with stuff. And so let's move him over here because we were getting collision over here. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna admit to something that I think is gonna be really sad. Because if this is gonna prove it right here, I know what it is. I bet you I know what it is. Yeah, oh, that's a shame. Okay, well, I've determined the problem. Let's see real quick. It's still not getting all the meshes. It's not calculating the collision on all of them. So let me see what mesh this is. How about that? Shall we figure that out? So this is 6406. That's disappointing. 64. 6406. Here we go. So what we could do, that's real disappointing. Oh, Submesh indices. Yeah, that's why it's only all on Submesh 0. To try to play with that, what we could do, let's get him out of the, oh god, where'd he go? He's probably back here. Okay. We could go to the, we can make it more colorful. Okay, so this will kind of prove it. Look how pretty. Oh. Alright. It could fall right through. That's all good there. I have to imagine that is several. Oh, look at that. Oh, and there. So whatever this is, let's go see. Let's see real quick. Oh, and then it fell off right there. Okay. So I'm gonna try to calculate. So 6. What is this? 6350. 6350. Okay, just doesn't exist. Oh, it's 5350. 5350. What we could do, right, is I think we could go to render mesh. Where is it? What do these have? These gotta have. It has a render mesh filter thing, right? Where is it? Here it is. So bam. So that shows all of, I think, the first. No, it doesn't. That can't be right. Where's the material? I just want to change the... Material mesh info? Is that really not changing anything? Let's recalculate this again with even less, like make it even smaller. Okay. Actually, I think one great way of doing this is like doing this, I think. Then we can go to submesh indices. No, they're still all in the same one. So let me try that again. Let me switch this to go to server, make it 100 for the texture generation. I'm starving, man. Okay, that one is separate. Yeah, that's different. What we could do we could scale it so we can make the size 80. That would force it to put more textures into one area. There we go. It's completely different, but we still, okay, so this actually makes sense because now we actually do have proper missing meshes because we disabled them. Okay. Well, can we do, let me change the density. Here, this should make it rounder. There we go. Okay, where's our darn, get this out, put it back. Put it right there. Okay. So that's much nicer looking. So we have a bunch of meshes here, sub-meshes I should say. So this is 916. 91628. Okay. See its outline. So my theory is it's going to collide with this white little square, and if it were to slide off, which I think it will, it's going to fall through the purple and all the other textures. So let's try that. And hit the white, bam, hit the white, and fall through the rest. And then look, I assume, where did it just hit? I want to try that again. I won't simulate the exact same thing, but look, it collides. No, it does collide with that, which is Submesh 1, I think. So it works with Submesh 1 and 0, but not the rest. That's interesting. So it's, again, let's do another rerun. It hits Submesh 0 and definitely hits this one. Submesh. And let me actually confirm. Submesh 1, I just confirmed it, and then Submesh 0. And it's not working with Submesh 2 or Submesh 3, and I don't think a Submesh 4 exists there, but so it's only working with 0 and 1, but not 2 or 3. How interesting. Doesn't collide with those, but it does collide with 1. Why would that be? It is C#, guys. There's a little banner over there. There's a banner right here that tells you all about what I'm doing. If that helps. So we're colliding with Submesh 1. The Submesh. Okay, these all also have. What would that mean? What would that mean? Let me go and look at the mesh. I can't look at the mesh. Okay. Fantastic. Oh yeah, wireframe doesn't work. That's right. Okay. God, why would that be, man? Zero, zero, zero. Let me make sure. 918. 918, which is the Submesh 1. Yeah, just... 28, 3, 3, 3, 3. Is it because it needs its own unique... Oh, this might be it. Because it needs its own unique key, because they are repeating after that, which would make sense as to why these submeshes. Huh. Okay, let me... yeah, it's definitely... So in my... What is the second... Okay, so you ready? Here's a great question. If you're still here, Turbo. So when you get an entity and it gets named automatically, so it'll be like entity parenthesis, in this case 916, but then it's colon and then 28. What's that second value represent? What would that, because all of them is at the amount of, trying to think what that would be. Trying to think what that would be. That is the version number. So, okay, version number. So why would my entity, so my parents are all 28, and then my children, they all have that version 28. And then entity ID is in increments of version number. I see. Because all the children are 3. I don't know. Okay, well then that theory probably doesn't make sense. So why? It's weird because they're all in the buffer. They're all in this physics collider key entity pair buffer. 916 itself, 918, 920, 922, 923. Actually, maybe it's because it was done. Where's 921? Why would it skip 921? I think they all skip a value. No, 921 is in wherever this is. Where's this? I don't know. I think it's just done. I don't think that's a big deal. Is that it? I don't care. Oh, where is that? Yeah. If you have entity 28.1 and you destroy that entity ID, becomes invalid when you create a new entity. The ID 28.2. Gotcha. Okay. I see. Oh God, why would it be version 28? What? I don't even really get that. Oh well, I imagine that's just it doing that automatically for me, handling all of that. Okay, never mind. Yeah, there's other entity children that have different version values. Okay, so it's just a coincidence here that they all have 3. I don't know, like, let's test it again. I mean, I'm not crazy. I can literally, so if I run this, it hits, let me pause it. So it just hits Submesh 0. I can click that. Go to Material Mesh Info. It says Submesh 0. This one is Submesh 3. We keep running it. It hits it clearly hits this one right here. And we click that, and that is Submesh 1. So that's kind of crazy that it literally works on Submesh 0 and 1 and doesn't work on, and we can confirm this as well, so that's 3, and then this one is 2. Yes, it's 2. So it works on 0, 1, and then not 2 or 3. And then the fourth one, there's not enough. My texture, my procedural world kind of, there's so many textures that it like puts them on different submeshes, and in this case there's not enough for there to need to be a fourth submesh, so that's why there's no fourth. But how odd is that? The only chunk creator, I can go to, this is creating child entities. I add them, you guys probably can't see that very well, but I update the buffer because I was needing to do that due to structural changes. And then I add the child entity itself. What's different between the submeshes? That is what I'm trying to figure out. Everything looks the exact same. Everything's done the exact same way. You could. How about this? You ready? Tell me if this is a proper conversion, because I was actually contemplating this. So for no, it's the render chunk. So for calculating, for applying a mesh collider, with the like creating a mesh collider for the physics collider, you have to tell it the amount of vertices and then all the triangles, but not in an integer native array, in a int3 native array. So here's the for loop. This was like, I mean, this could probably be a little bit more optimized, but this is it for the time being. This is converting let me close that down. Converting int array to int3 array. So essentially, because all triangles, or I should say indices, triangle indices, are held in a 1D native array usually, right? We can confirm that. The physics collider likes a int3 array. So this is the loop right here. I just had a counter outside, like increments, and then I goes up every 3. So what I would do is I would do this int3 array equals I, so indice I, then indice plus 1 after that, indice plus 2 after that, and then the next loop would go up 3, and then it would repeat that. So assigning 3 integers from the int array to 1 index in the int3 array. And I think that's right. I mean, clearly, I mean, it wouldn't just stop working after, well, let's see, triple, let's see, this, I mean, this could possibly, no, this wouldn't even, triple tries, and this would make sense, yes. A int3 array would be 3 times less the size of a int array. I trust you on that. That all your math is correct. Is there a reason you aren't passing in a collision filter to create them? Yeah, we can. I think I was assuming just because it's default. I could do that. How about that? Create default. Or what is? I just saw that. What was that union thing? Create. What's a filter? Oh, those are different filters. Yeah, so far it was because I didn't find much of a change. But we could try that. We could see if that makes a... It really doesn't make sense that it... Why would it work on just 0 and 1? That clearly tells you that there is... I apologize for a lot of my manual labor here, but considering that I can't have, to my knowledge, 2D native arrays, I think there's a few workarounds, but I was like, I'm literally just doing 5 arrays. Let me just hard code it. You can see I was messing with it. Definitely was messing with it earlier. We could do default. I don't think this is gonna affect it. So I have the collision filter set to default. You can't see it with my obnoxious Windows XP theme in the way. Okay, so let's see here. Let me try to fix this till I have crazy. I wonder what would happen. Let me just bring down the slopes. Boop. Cool. By the way, I could never determine if this was like a noise thing. I think my noise is like almost like symmetrical. I start at 0, 0, 0 with the noise. There's no offset, but I literally have like, if this were to not cull, you would have like this line going down diagonally. It's kind of funny, but it's probably the way I'm calculating that, but hopefully I'll figure it out one day. Textures, keep it as like, let me do like 8,000, and let me do like 500 here and see if I get different submeshes. Okay, so this is bound to have 2 submeshes, right? I think. Let me check. No, they're all the same submesh. 100. How pretty. I think because they're all like pretty much the same. No, here we go. Okay, so what is this? Submesh 2, submesh 1. This would be a pretty spot to do it. All right, here we go. Game object, 3D object, cube. We're gonna remove the box collider. I should probably make a preset at this point, prefabs. I don't think I have one. I just need to make, like, I keep, like, making it from scratch. And, shape, physics shape. There we go. And then, let me test it right next to it, right here. So, theory. We haven't tested Submesh 3. I'm going to assume, you know, this doesn't work either. Oh, freaking. Oh, I clicked the freaking play button. Gosh darn it. There. Goodbye, cube. God. How about, Jaden, you make a prefab? How about we do that? I think it's time. I think it's time, Jaden. Good lord. Okay. Just delete that. Let's do 3D cube. Scale it up by a lot. 10, 10, 10. Fizz cube. Remove the box collider. Physics shape. Body. Should I add like, what is it? is there? There's one step. And that synchronized collision world. On better overalls. Oh. Okay. And then what else should I add? Maybe isn't there? Physics. I think that's fine. Okay. So we did that. We got our cube here. We add like a pretty material. Great. Okay. All right, and then we're gonna go to prefabs. Just drag that in there. Delete. Okay. Done. So we're gonna do create. Server. Texture, we'll have that at 8,000. This do like 100. Okay. Candyland. Beautiful. So much easier now, huh? So it didn't collide with anything there. Okay, like what's this? This is Submesh 3. I think that's another chunk, so that's also 3, 2, 1. So theoretically, this should collide like right here. Okay, this should collide. And then this is 0 down here, and then this might not. Okay. So again, it's 0 and 1, and 2 and 3 do not work. And then I think there's a 4th. Wow. That's crazy. I mean, that's just the strangest thing you've ever seen, huh? God, I hope I don't find out like, no, that I was about to say like, I hope I don't find out like multiple child entity physics colliders aren't supported, but they definitely show a sample in the docs. And then so we're gonna do it here. This should not work. Well, it depends on if I went far enough. Probably didn't. Yeah, you can see, okay, look, perfect right there. You can see it literally colliding, not with 2, but it's colliding with 1. That is unfortunate. That's real unfortunate. So what's the difference? So we got Submesh to mesh is 665. 665 material 5, material 6. Layer 0. Layer 0. And then if we were to, what is this? 916. They have the same mesh. Parent 916, 916. Are those submeshes like set up as triggers? What do you mean by triggers? Set up as triggers. Like, oh, the collision. Yeah, you mean like, no, look, you can literally see they all perform the same thing. So this is when the entities are first created, right? It does a loop right here. I send in, I don't think, I could actually try something. I'm gonna try something. We'll see. I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna take this out of this void because I was doing that earlier. Oopsie. I was doing this earlier because it was like an unsafe function, but I think we're good now. So that's like redundant because I think, tell me, correct me if I'm wrong. I think if it's within a method, that method gets called, but it doesn't wait for the method. So that's why I think it would have to be more like this for it to properly wait. That's literally like the only thing I could think of. It does. These are how all the functions are done, or all the entities, excuse me, through that loop. It loops 4 times. The only other thing I can think is somehow it's with the physics triangles and the other function. I can check that in a minute. But now we have that as such. So let's just go right here again. It's gonna modify our world to be 100. No. Let's do that and then 100. I love that we have a prefab now. Makes this so much easier. Boop. Easy peasy. Okay. So we are assuming this isn't going to collide right here. The only thing we changed was we put it in the loop. Yeah. Let's move it over. Put it back in. This should collide. Yeah, and then I'll be good the rest of the way. That's the oddest thing. Definitely not the object itself, someone said. It's definitely like, we just have to determine the difference between submesh, 2, 3, or between 2 or 3 and like, or no, God, 3 and 4, 0, no, yeah, 2 and 3 or 0 and 1. It'd be one thing if it only worked on the parent mesh, and I'd be like, oh, it's something to do with, clearly only the parent's working, but it's working on the first child entity. And we can even test, there's the submesh 0, which is going to be a little bit hard to land on, but that light green, we'll try to. Let's bring it down. So like this little light green segment is submesh 0, just this little spot. So watch, so you can see right there, submesh 0, yep, confirmed. We'll throw it in, and there it is, collides. Oh God. Well, there you go. Beautiful. Hey yo, goodbye. Goodbye, old friend. He is never to be seen again. Is it only the first child entity or first 2 children? it is only the first child entity. The parent is one of the parent is submesh 0. And then the following 4 are child entities. And only the first child entity works. So there's 5 entities in total. There's 5 submeshes in total. Submesh 0 being the parent, submesh 1, and so on being the children. So that's why it does make me think in some way it's like, kind of concerns me, like something's only capable of handling like 1 child. But that's not true. There's the sample. The sample showed the parenting hierarchy. Is there a way to easily remove this for testing? Like as in like, oh god, like make the children be all the meshes and not have the parent be a mesh, if that's what you're saying. That would be oh god. Yeah, I think that'd be too much work. It's pretty intertwined that way. The parent is definitely like it's staying as submesh 0. That'd be a lot of work to get that to change. I could see, you know what I could print? I could debug. Let me do something. I should have done this from the start. So we got our 2 array. This is our triangles to a native array right here. We divide it by 3, which makes sense. The parent is submesh 3. Yeah, I could actually change that in. We could change that like during runtime if we wanted to. We don't even have to like, because I can just modify that in the inspector. Because I'm starting to think it's probably dealing with like right here in our physics calculator. Like it's not gathering all the triangles. Like I don't think maybe it's dealing with the submesh at all, possibly. Okay, here we go. So again, we have to make it, we gotta make it colorful so it uses up a lot more submeshes. Boop, boop, there we go. Grab our physics cube here. Puts it right next to my face. I love that. Okay, so what I could do is, what is this? This is submesh 2. I could set it, see that's what's weird, is if I set it as submesh 1, it just obviously like disappears because it's not that submesh. I think there's a way I could, material, I can change, this is not cool, like I can literally change the material. We could try a different material. I mean, isn't there actually like, let me just see. I genuinely don't think this will do anything, but it's something at least, right? There's no physics correlation with the materials. Yeah. Show, let's reopen that. Let's set this back to whatever it was. There we go. Materials 7. So make the parent okay, so there we actually have assigned, yeah, because that, why? Okay, let me not get ahead of myself first. The parent is now submesh 2. You ready? Okay, I'm gonna safely assume that it's because it's not gathering all the triangles. So now it's stopping. It's just so strange because it's like, it'd be one thing if it worked only on the parent, but for it to stop on child 1 and not work for the rest of the children is really, really weird. And there's no manual work I'm doing. Like these are all, those are all good. Those are all good. I mean, none of this even matters because this has nothing to do with the physics. This does right here. This right here deals with the physics. Collision. Triple tries and the vertices. So it grabs the entire set of vertices and then I convert my integer indices into int3 indices, if that's what you want to call them. Oh, I guess it's triangles now, so it's in triangle array. So we converted from, it's really indices array to triangles array. I could do a debug.log of the triple tries length. And then I can compare that to what it actually should be. Tries, and then I'm just gonna do this at the end. I'm just gonna do ntb.length. Okay. So, I mean, I'm not gonna get, I mean, it's right there. It's not gonna be any different. That's like a waste of a, I could get the, the only thing I can think is somehow I'm stopping it too early, but why would it stop after the first? After the first submesh. It gets through submesh 0, and then it gets through submesh 1, and then stops. It just cuts off. It's so funny because it's like none of it. It's like if there was something broken with the triangles, obviously the mesh wouldn't be appearing properly. So, and we don't even do any manual work when we're creating it. So you would think that wouldn't be an issue either. Well, I just logged everything, so let me, so, whoops, that's a big calculator, huh? Okay, so I got 1926 divided by 3, should be 642, and it is 642. Yeah, I mean, it literally, that's kind of like a pointless log, because even if it's incorrect, it's just showing the limit. The maximum length. NTB, 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 triple tries. Bro, you gotta automate that. First starting thing, the click through. Dev time, you're right. Nah, it's like, I mean, I guess it's like what? 3. We should do like a speed run of it. Try to get my time down. But you're right. Yeah, once I get this completed, maybe I'll develop some debugging world. Technically, right now, this is everything we're working on, so it's like I am not completely wasting my time. But you're right, though. You're right. It's like I'll definitely need to develop something to make it more convenient for me. For instance, like an editor mode that just like goes right into the game. Because I guess I'll have to generate the world each time either way. I can always reduce the amount of chunks there are, which we could do if you wanted. But look how pretty. Wow. I'm so proud. Gosh. Open factor, multi-thread, synchronized collision world. What is synchronized collision world? What is that? Okay, so you know what? I do notice something. I really do notice something. All of these, let me just check. Yeah, I think I might know what it is. Partly. I think this could be like connected to it. But the children, so like, you ready? So like the parent will be entity 5, right? And then the first entity will be 6. But then it skips 1 and goes to 7 instead. Well, in this case, I might be mixing up my numbers because I'm reading something different. But like for this, it's 114 is the parent. The first child is 115, but it doesn't go to 116. It goes to 117 next. All of them skip. Man, this might be it. I think this might be correlated with it at the very least. I mean, that would be an awfully big coincidence if that wasn't the case. But at the same time, I don't know why it would matter, because the parent properly gets the correct children. It says 4, 6, 8, 9, 4, 6, 8, 9. And then let me look at this. 4, 6, 8, 9. I mean, that's correct. And the buffer size is 5. But I will say, that is the one thing, is that every child entity, like the second child, skips 1 index. Which makes me wonder why. Why would that be? Are we creating an entity anywhere besides the child? We're creating a buffer. No, they're not height-based. That's a good theory, though. It's a good theory. It's based on the texture. It's based on the texture of the mesh. My game has 10,000 textures in it, and a single material in the game can't handle that many textures, so I have to separate them by submeshes. Yeah. Child entity, child entity. J plus maybe it has something. I mean, this deals with the rendering. It's nothing to do with physics. The only physics thing is like update the buffer. What if we update it like right here instead? Let's get the latest information right there. After this, guys, I'm gonna have to take a break. We've been doing this for what? 2.5 hours. Wow, this one flew by, man. I think because once you get on that coding high, you just like you really just start to like get into it, and you just like, you're a machine. What kind of game is this gonna be? There's a little thing that's going across right here that might help. But just a voxel sandbox game. Ooh, okay. Okay, so that failed because it must. It's like it gets outdated by the time it gets here. Which, I don't even really get that. I guess because there's what's the structural change? It's this. It's the render mesh, right? Okay. That's fine. Okay, whatever. So that did nothing. There's nothing that would like make it. Bam. Havoc physics for free. JK. I thought that was funny. Gravity default. Matthew says boring. That's a shame. I apologize that I am not fulfilling your goldfish brain's satisfaction. You did call my stream board. Let's be fair. Hacking. True. What are you working on, Kane? Who's Kane? Oh, Kane. Nice. I was like, are you calling me Kane? Nice to do Unity. I'm trying Unreal. I'm trying to innovate something new. That's cool. Yeah, tell us what you're doing. I'm making a Voxel game, so. Okay. Well, guys, unfortunately, I'm going to end it there because we've been at this for 2.5 hours. We still did solve several things. We got Submesh 1 working somehow, but not the rest of them. So we'll have to figure out why that might be. Maybe there's like a memory capacity could be something with it. We'll have to look into that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm gonna go film a video soon, and I will see you guys later. All right, bye guys.